Y'all see him in the streets struggling, young, dumb, and thuggin', give a fuck about nothing. Stuck at rock bottom, trying to come up on something. Pumping from sundown to sun.
What's up, guys? True Justice here. Welcome back to my channel. We're back to the reaction to The Walking Dead. It's the final season, season 11, episode 20, What's Been Lost. And before we actually jump into this week's episode, I do want to talk about last week's episode a little bit in the variant itself, because I let you guys know that I actually dropped The Walking Dead World Beyond after the season 2 premiere, so I never stuck around to see that post-credit scene. I definitely heard something about it, so that's why the whole variant thing from last episode really threw me off. I didn't recall any walkers picking up rocks, turning doorknobs, climbing fences, any of that at all. So when that happened, man, that definitely threw me for a loop. I was like, is that a whisper? No, that's a walker. Is that a whisper? No, that's a walker. So to see the actual reveal of it being a variant walker, that was freaking crazy. Really enjoyed seeing that. I don't know if that was being set up for the spin-offs that we're going to see in the future, or for these remaining 5 episodes, or if they're going to come into play somehow. Yeah, that's all I really want to talk about before I jump into this episode, because I'm super excited for it. If you guys are looking for my full reactions to the show, link to my Patreon is down in the description below. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, now's a very good time to click that button down below. Smash the like button while you're there. With that said, let's jump right in. Let's check it out. Let's go.
My mom once told me that the only thing more dangerous than the dead is the living.
Man, I'm loving these openings for part C of this season.
Might as well be dead.
The evolution of Carol.
It's about words, but action.
And her bond with Daryl
If we're willing to do that,
from the start.
then maybe we can get back some piece of what we've lost.
You guys let me know too that the spin-off is apparently still happening between her and Daryl. She's just taking a break from the character.
Footsteps?
You know me a little too well.
She's that damn
I
good.
already said goodbye.
Thought you could use some extra medical supplies to take back.
Yeah, thank you. Take to meet up with the others. I left you some sesame bagels in the back.
She's gonna have something else for her when she turns around.
Zeke?
Ezekiel? Oh, fuck. I completely forgot how last episode ended with Rosita. I didn't even talk about that at the start. Man, they snatched Ezekiel quick. She's a fighter. What a start. Run, Carol. Get the fuck out of there. Where's everybody else in the Commonwealth? Isn't there supposed to be like 50,000 people there? Daryl! Man, they're going after all our people. Who was that? Come on, Carol. Want to give a hand? Oh! And he's coming back. I guess that was one of the other henchmen. Come on, Daryl. I expected more out of you. There you go. Can't let this random ass goon choke you out. There you go. You love to see it. At least I do. Woo! Let him get bit
Everyone.
and killed before he even turns.
I'm truly sorry about Sebastian. To lose a child is unthinkable.
He's still roaming around.
Worse than death, but Sebastian will always be with me.
Yeah, she's not putting him down just yet.
Where are they?
Ow!
It's fine. It's fine. There's no threat.
That was one hell of a right.
We were just wrapping up. Thank you all for coming by and sharing your thoughts.
Damn, Pamela's a bitch. She's playing like so coy too. And she's doing all this. She knows exactly what's going on. It's like, oh yes, yes, we're just wrapping up here. Don't give me that.
I've been expecting you. Where are they? Your friends have been removed from the Commonwealth. Removed? But like the hundreds of other people you've had disappeared. Call it what you want. I want nothing more than to see justice prevail, to see order restored from chaos. And how does abducting my people accomplish that? That justice will be served, no matter which side someone falls on.
Such bullshit,
Better to
man.
bring back impartiality.
They're legit gonna kill Eugene, or she is.
You want me to prosecute Eugene? On behalf of the Commonwealth, yes. You should consider how your actions might affect him as well.
Man, these threats. I was thinking Hornsby was truly the bad one. That Pamela might not be so bad in the show. Yeah, clearly that's not the case. And now that Sebastian's gone, she just doesn't give a fuck. Connie! Knew the man I stabbed would need medical attention, so I came here. Yo, smart. One thing I gotta say though, I'm kind of disappointed in that they shied away from the Connie Daryl stuff. So is this goodbye? I have faith in you. They came to the show as a group. They were a group. I really like that we got like an entire scene of dialogue all silent language. That's freaking awesome. Okay. It's like, who the fuck is that? I know right away it's Daryl. This is like a video game. Guy doing his patrol, take one out, turns around just in the nick of time. The timing is perfect. Ow! Took a bow to the knee. Some Skyrim shit. I should say arrow to the knee. Make that punchline hit a little bit harder. Don't close that door.
It's always
Yo! Who's gonna have to clean that up?
always.
He actually did it. Pamela's gonna be pissed. And Hornsby's lost his mind.
Where'd they take him?
Yo, Daryl has fucked this guy up. Shot him, stabbed him, choked him, punched him, slapped him, slammed him.
Look at me.
Look, Lance, you little bitch.
We can't leave you here alive. Either you tell us where our friends are, or you're dead.
I'll show you.
That's his way out. He hasn't completely lost his mind, or he came back to it.
You better be ready to run fast. Go.
Wait. I need to do something first.
What now? Yo, they have terrible shots. His back to you.
Go! Get him out of here!
Not without you!
Go figure it out! Go!
It's like. They're gonna leave us, make us move away from that scene. He knows. Yeah. Busted. Connie had faith in you. Oh! Crushed his head afterwards. That's pretty graphic. I'm not complaining though. There's the motherfucking coin. That was the one more thing that he had to do. Stomped his motherfucking skull. He is not getting an open casket funeral. Cremate that motherfucker.
You're not like most people. Always thinking 10 steps ahead. It's what makes you special.
I could have told you that.
I mean, who else could have done what you just did? Hey, whoa.
I know
Carol!
what you're trying to do.
We're just making conversation. Fine. Do it.
No, he's up to something.
And then good luck finding your friends.
Yep, they're sending patrols. Man, our group messed things up here so quick. Record timing, I'm telling you.
I don't think I have a choice but to do what Pamela's asking me.
There's no way they actually go through with this.
Trust that no matter how bleak things look in this moment, that this is not the end.
Stay strong, Eugene.
Is that skin?
What the fuck? That was a face right there. This screams. You got a lurker. This is a hobo walker. A hobocker. And there's more of them. Light them up. Oh! No, it's so slithery. Slimy. Oh! face off. Nicolas Cage.
Sorry. The lights went out.
Fuck you. You didn't do shit. Those are some nasty ass walkers. The walkers.
Drop your weapons.
Fuck. Well, I at least expected it. I was thinking this was gonna happen when they were out in the field. God damn, Daryl. Guardian Angel. Guardian Daryl.
We're here tonight to announce the Commonwealth will be moving forward with the prosecution of Eugene Porter. This time, we'd like to introduce one of the Commonwealth's most accomplished attorneys, Miss Yumiko Okumura.
I really wish the people would rise up here. She heard that.
Good evening. I'd like to start by saying what a privilege it is to be part of this great shining city that we call the Commonwealth.
Burn it down. Come on, Miko.
Regardless of the personal cost, we must always seek justice.
Street
If
justice.
we are to preserve who we are as people.
Come on, Miko. Snap out of it.
I'd also like to take this opportunity to thank my people for always having faith in me. And now I'd like to show my faith in them and also honor the pursuit of justice by announcing my intent to defend Eugene Porter,
Yes.
wrongly and unjustly accused by Pamela Milton and the Commonwealth.
Yup.
Look forward to our day in court. Thank you very much.
Eugene's our people.
This is speech.
Fuck your speech, Pamela.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. We will not be taking any more questions.
Tracks fork a few times on the way, but I know the route the supply train takes to get there.
I don't trust this guy at all.
Commonwealth has a working train.
Connecting communities like yours all the way to the sea.
Connecting or conquering?
Oceanside.
You should move before dawn. They will. But you won't. What? But you can't get there without me.
What?
We can't. How's that? Just said. There's a train.
We wait for it to come and then we see where it goes.
But you still need me. We talked about this.
No, we don't. Take him out.
So you're just gonna kill me then?
You can run.
But you can't hide.
I won't make it out here. Good. Just hear me out.
You've heard enough.
Start running. He's gonna do something. I just don't know what. There it is. She hit him. Oh! She definitely hit him. I didn't even see it at first. I saw the shot. I didn't see where he got hit though. I saw the arrow. I thought he shot the arrow for some reason. Man. The end of Hornsby. He played his part well though. You weren't supposed to like him. Woo! That was pretty cool transition. What the fuck is this? They like sedating our people? Ezekiel. Yo, the camera shots. No! So I guess they're taking him to the other place that Hornsby was talking about, but... the fuck?
Today.
Okay, not looking. That's the end of the episode. That was a quick episode. Super short. My God. All right. It flew by, at least for me. I don't know about you guys, but we only have 4 episodes left now. My God. All right, guys. That was The Walking Dead, Season 11, the final season, Episode 20, What's Been Lost. And we definitely have a few things to discuss after watching this episode here. The first thing we definitely got to talk about is Hornsby and him being killed off. I definitely got the feeling that we're going to lose a major character before we started this episode, and yeah, we definitely did. Even though he was just introduced for this final season, he did a fantastic job in the role, making us fans not like him, and still being charismatic and really kind of charming in a way, also very endearing at times. At times. He was also very shifty, very untrustworthy, always up to something, a shyster, but man, he definitely had a presence to him, so he freaking killed this role. I don't think I've ever seen this actor in anything else either. I'm not going to look him up or anything, but now I definitely know him for this role. He definitely stood out for me, so kind of like Carlson did earlier this season, but now I've actually kind of caught up a little bit in regards to Ozark and seeing him in that show, so I'm currently on season 3 of Ozark. Actually, next episode I watch is going to be the season 3 finale, but man, he definitely played his role well. I hated him all throughout. I really want to see him go, but at the same time, now that he's gone, Pamela, she is the one true villain remaining because Sebastian was taken out, Hornsby was taken out. It's only really Pamela left, which is crazy, unless there's like another big baddie waiting at this new location. I do say that the next episode is actually titled, because I'm on Wikipedia right now, Outpost 22. So I don't know if there's somebody even worse out there waiting for us, but it looks like that's where the majority of our group is being sent off to. And clearly, Daryl and Carol, they now know where, well, at least that there's a train existing going to that place as well. So they do know of this other place. That's why they kind of killed off Hornsby as well. I feel like they were always going to kill him off, but once they got that info, he was no longer of any use to our people. So they killed him off. And actually, they were going to let him run too, which is, I guess that's pretty understandable because that's just who our people are. They like to give people chances, even though in the past it's usually bit us in the ass, but still, that's who our people are. Daryl and Carol, though, they were ready. The second that Hornsby turned, took a shot at them, man, he just had to run away, and he would have probably lived. At least he had a chance to live, chance at survival. Instead, he had to be the dick that he was. He went for the gun right away, went to shoot them, and I guess there was no bullets, no ammo or anything. At first, I didn't know what the hell I was watching because I thought the arrow came out of the gun at first, but it was actually Carol obviously shooting him. But at the same time, I didn't see him actually get hit either. So when the camera went back to him afterwards and there's an arrow sticking out of his fucking neck, I'm like, my God. The one odd thing though, I don't know how you could possibly live from that, but I was going to say, we didn't see him take his final breath there. So it is possible he does survive that. I will be shocked if he actually does though, if he comes back. But hey, there's been characters that have survived worse things in this very same show. So I don't know. I like to think that that was the end of Hornsby, but I don't know if I should be completely writing him off just yet. I think for my sake and for any potential future surprises, I am going to write him off. But yeah, I guess there is potential that he could pop up in the future. I just don't see that happening. Regardless, he got fucked up. Daryl fucked him up enough, so it was nice to see that Carol actually took that shot on him. Let's go back a little bit, though, closer to the start of the episode, right when Daryl and Carol actually went on their little bit of a rescue mission there, breaking him out. Man, that whole scene there where his actual cell was with Sebastian also, they showed a lot. That was pretty graphic, I gotta say. They've been trying to get away with some things that I feel like they've kind of shied away from in recent seasons on the show, but because it is the final season, they're going balls to the wall crazy. Like Princess last episode, actually Daryl a couple episodes too dropped the F-bomb. And then last episode, we had Princess drop the F-bomb, and that was a hard one too. She's like, I don't give a fuck. Like the way she said it, so she really emphasized the word. And then this episode with Hornsby in that cell, Sebastian, and then the aftermath of the breakout, my God. Sebastian in particular, his carcass being left there, the one that when Pamela actually walked in discovered, man, he was a bloody mess. That whole place was covered in blood. His head was smushed also. I guess that was the thing that Hornsby said, I have to do one more thing before we leave. We didn't actually see him do it, but then we just see the aftermath of the body because initially it was just Daryl just give him a quick stab. So we didn't see his head like that when we left that scene. Then when we went back to it, smushed. His head was completely obliterated. That was freaking, man, that was nasty. I'm surprised they actually showed that. Like, we got a good view, and the camera actually like stood on it too, like sat on it for a second there, a few seconds. It's not like a very brief instant and then moved past it. No, we looked at it. It really took it in just as much as Pamela. So, Whew, I really like this episode. They're definitely going kind of balls to the wall crazy now as we get closer to the end. I mean, they kind of have to. I've been wanting this since the start. There's been different arcs this season. Some of them, I don't know, there's been high points and low points, like with the Reapers. I did like the fight with the Reapers. When they were initially revealed, I was like, holy shit, this is some Purge shit. I'm on board for this. But then as we got to know them a little bit more, I was like, they're kind of soft. I'm not really liking them, like Carver and them, and then whoever the fucking main guy was, Bishop. I wasn't really fond of the Reapers. I thought that was kind of like wasted potential there. So that arc didn't really do too much for me in part A, and then part B was where we really discovered the Commonwealth also, where I did like part B. I thought it was actually a lot better than part A. But then part C here, I don't know, I was just kind of expecting to be balls to the wall crazy from the jump, and they're definitely setting up some things, like with the Judith intros. I kind of already said my prediction for it is in the comic, basically no real spoilers in regards to what character involves, but there is a time jump involving a character at the very end of the comic. So in this show, I have a feeling that it's going to be Judith. So yeah, I don't know if it's going to play out that way, but I feel like these introductions with her speaking that little bit of monologue and just letting us know about these characters that we've grown up with kind of and seen evolve, they really put an emphasis on the evolution of a lot of these characters. But I'm really enjoying that. I do think that's going to be her at the end as well. So yeah, they're setting up a lot of things that I am enjoying about part C, but it's time now. There's only 4 episodes left. There's no more holding back, guys. We got to go balls to the wall crazy. We still haven't lost any of our main group pretty much this entire season. Who's the only one that we lost? I think it was Alden. Throughout this entire final season, he's the only one that I actually recall losing for main people out of our group. And I don't know if many people would consider him one of the main people because he was a savior, but I do consider him one of our main group. He kind of found his place with us. He was a savior for the longest time, but we saw right from the start he wasn't the worst savior. So, and then having that relationship also with Eden. So yeah, he was definitely one of us, but even though he was one of us, I don't consider losing him like the biggest loss we could have possibly taken. So I don't know if it's because they have all these spin-offs planned, and it is great that a lot of these characters are gonna get some spotlight shine on them. Like, they definitely deserve it, but at the same time, man, it's the final season. Let loose. Go balls to the wall crazy. Start killing off some of these characters, because in the comics, I'm not going to say which ones, but some of these characters that are still around here in the show right now, with 4 episodes remaining, they were not around for that final arc in the story of the comics. So yeah, I don't know if it's the spin-offs, that's the reason why, but I kind of feel like it is. I could be wrong about that. They're kind of playing it safe a little bit still. I do like that the last 2 episodes that they've really picked things up. They kind of caught me by surprise also. Not only with the variant, we didn't see anything more of that this episode, but the variant definitely caught me off guard. I thought that was a nice adjustment. Really did spice things up quite a bit. I enjoyed that. Killing off Sebastian, I don't know. I'm not completely on board with that just yet, only because I don't know how they're going to conclude this season. If they have something else planned that's going to freaking blow my mind, some crazy ending, because that last arc of the comics involving Sebastian, he does something fucking crazy. Like, one of the craziest things in the entire comic series, something that kind of I did not see coming in a million years. So now that he's out of the picture in the TV show, they better come up with something good, man, because I feel like myself and all comic fans were kind of expecting something crazy out of Sebastian ever since we saw him actually appear in the show and being introduced to the show. I feel like not only myself, but a lot of you guys are probably like, oh shit, I know what he's going to do, even though the character that he does it to in the comics is not even around anymore in the show. So I felt like somebody else was going to take his place. I've already mentioned this before, but I just had to bring it up again because yeah, he was officially killed off for a second time this episode with Walker Sebastian, and then we got to meet some what was I calling them, Hobakers earlier on this episode. That was a pretty cool scene too. Super slimy, those walkers, man, their skin was just like basically falling off. That was freaking brutal. The one skin mask that we saw just laying there, Hornsby walking by, he's like, oh, it's skin, it's a face. Like, no shit, it's like as clear as possible laid out there on the freaking wall or whatever that was. So yeah, that was a great scene though, man. One thing about the show, regardless of what you guys think of the story, I know they've definitely had some weaker seasons, and I definitely agree with that also, at weaker points of the series, but they definitely picked it up over the last couple, so I'm really appreciating that. But regardless of your current opinion of the state of things, one thing I think everybody can agree on is the walkers and just all the prosthetics and everything that they actually do to make these walkers seem real, the graphics, makeup department, they are freaking fantastic, man. That's one thing that has never faltered in this show. They deserve all the props in the world. I'm pretty sure that they have won some awards before because they definitely deserve it, but I definitely wanted to give them some more props for this episode also because that was some nasty shit, man. The skin falling off. Woo! They're just being so slimy too, and then the makeup and then the sound effects too. When Carol was like wrestling with that one, it was like that was freaking nasty, but I love to see it. As much as I complain about it being nasty and gory, I'm not complaining it in a negative sense. I'm complaining about it being nasty and gory because I like the fact that it's so nasty and gory. So yeah, I don't want anybody to take me wrong, like, oh, do you want them to tone it down? No, I'm a horror fan. If anything, tone it freaking up. I'm loving it. But yeah, that's pretty much all I had to say about this episode. We saw pretty much, I didn't really talk about Miko at all. That's one other thing I should probably mention because I definitely talked about Hornsby. There's a potential that he does live. I don't see it happening. I think we did see the death of Hornsby this episode, which is great to see because not only did they just kill off Sebastian, and for a second time this episode, now they got the balls to also kill off Hornsby. It really does seem like Pamela's the big baddie remaining, unless there's something else going down at Outpost 22, which is the next episode's title, which I wouldn't be surprised if there's some shady shit going down there as well, especially if they're bringing out all the prisoners, everybody that they're basically sending away from the Commonwealth. Who knows what Outpost 22 actually looks like. So I'm definitely looking forward to seeing that next episode. But I did want to talk about, lastly, before I go, Miko and her decision. It was only a matter of time before Miko actually stepped up. I actually thought it was pretty obvious. You knew she was actually going to go through with prosecuting Eugene, but still, it was a great moment. The fact that she actually went ahead and let everybody know that she was going to defend Eugene in front of everybody, in front of Pamela. The look on her face also was great to see. Great moment, even though it was also pretty obvious. So yeah, we only have 4 episodes remaining, guys. I'm freaking hyped for them. I feel like we're about to witness some crazy shit. Hopefully we do. Fingers crossed. As always, definitely let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments down below. If you guys can like, subscribe, it really helps my channel grow. Till next time, I am out. Enjoy your day. Peace.
Well, I didn't smoke enough for you, didn't drink enough for you, wasn't fun enough for you, wasn't